Delighted now to be joined by Richard Young, and we have needed to hire his services. Richard, we saw a not-so-friendly intruder over the weekend. A lot of employees at Channel 6 were shocked to see this guy here. We'll show you the photo. Not often you see a rattlesnake walk right up to your door, but we had that situation this week. Very dangerous. Tell me why, because of the conditions this year. You know, are there more of them? The population's grown. What's happening getting these rattlesnakes on the move?
There's been a much higher number of rattlesnakes moving in towards buildings and structures this year because of all the current rainfall that we've had.
Yeah.
And the seasonal conditions are just perfect. They're conducive for moving these snakes around. They're out in the temperature now, and they get up next to buildings and next to structure to find safety or chase food sources, things of that nature, and then there's an encounter.
Dogs, small children, even cats, very dangerous. They think this animal, they don't realize the venom that this animal has.
They don't realize the danger behind it. And there's been an increased number of dogs and pets that have been bitten this year. I've had a handful recently in the last few weeks where a couple of them have been killed. Yeah. And it's a serious situation.
All right, somebody wants to get a hold of you, maybe go to your website. What do you do when you come out for the people you get a call of a snake?
I get all kinds of different calls. I do emergency services for removal, and I also do site inspections for people that are looking to just create a safer environment, just kind of make sure that there aren't any snakes in their environment. Right. Gives me an opportunity to go out and look at their situation and offer them suggestions on how to reduce future encounters.
Okay, well, let's see the real thing here. You brought something to show us today.
I did.
I'm going to step out of the way, and you can educate us again on something that could be coming our way. Because it seems I've been on a golf course, walked right up onto the green, and hello, there's a snake wound tight. I don't know if it's a rattlesnake or something dangerous. Right. But the one you got here was making some noise earlier, so let's take a look. Again, Richard's a trained professional. Make sure you don't try this at home. Using a proper stick. He's properly closed as well. And what, Richard, about a 1.5 foot long snake? This is about a 2.5 foot long snake. Okay. And everybody wants to know, what do you do when you come up on a rattlesnake? Right. If somebody sees one, well, the first thing is not to jump around, just freeze. Okay. Slowly back away. You can see him sticking his tongue out. He's tasting the air. He's kind of, and he doesn't want to be around me either. No, he's moving away. And in most cases, if you stop and stay calm and retreat, they will retreat as well. He's making a lot of noise. That's also him telling you that he's annoyed by you, right? That's exactly right. He feels threatened right now. And there's a lot of times, because of the fact that these snakes conceal themselves so well in their terrain, they will not rattle until you're right up on them. And at the same time, if you see something like that, just stop, slowly back away, and you'll be just fine. Okay, now how close do you have to be here where you are in danger from him being 2.5 feet long? Well, as a rule of thumb, these snakes can actually strike about half the distance of their length, their body. But, you know, it depends on where they're coiled and how they're coiled and what kind of area they have to retreat. So, not something you want to mess around with. I will tell you right now, you do not want to get bitten by one of these snakes. Okay, Richard, go ahead and give us your website here in case you come across something slithering on your front yard like this. I can be contacted through my website. It's Reliable Rattlesnake Removal.com. I've got all kinds of information there, a photo gallery. You can email me, you can text me through that website, and it's a 7-day service, so feel free to contact me for anything. All right, Richard Young, thank you for being here today, and you just made him mad. Maybe it's time we put him away. He's excited. We'll be coming back with more Texas Today right after this.